Yeah, Enzo Maresca faced the world's media for the first time since being appointed Chelsea manager yesterday. He was dominated by questions about Fernandez. The Argentina midfielder could face a ban after he posted a video of the team singing a racist song about French players following the Copa America win. Fernandez says he's truly sorry for the video, and the Chelsea boss was asked yesterday if there'll be any problems bringing him into the squad.
I don't think so, to be honest. At the end, they are all human beings. I don't think there is any bad intention from any one of them. So I don't think when Enzo will be back that we have any kind of problem. As I said, the player already clarified the situation. The club did the same. So there is nothing to add. And once again, I think they are not a bad person or bad human being. So can happen. But I don't think there is any problem at all.
Have you had a chance to speak with him?
I spoke with them. So I spoke with all of them. But as I said, the player already did statement, apologize. So it's quite clear.
It's a big problem for him to deal with. Obviously, players aren't following him on social media. And
going into the first massive job you've got. You know, you've just moved from Leicester, you're going into your team, you're trying to get them all cohesive and together, and you've got to deal with this problem.
How do you deal with that,
problem,
Yeah, it's a
major problem. And no matter what he said, he's played it down. Excuse me, he's played it down massively, and that's what he's got to try and do, and that's what so that they can deal with it in-house. And I think that's what's going to have to happen, Jay, because you know yourself, being part of dressing rooms, when things like that happen, you know, there's going to be a lot of lads who are upset. You know, about what's been said. There's going to be lads who'll go, oh, well, you know, and sort of give him the benefit of the doubt. And there's going to be lads who go, well, actually, he's made a mistake. But then, how do you get all them coming together in that unity and being one?
French players.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's going to be probably, you know, some meetings going on. I would suggest they need to sit down as players first and foremost to see where they all stand when he actually walks in the dressing room, and then secondly, when he actually walks in the dressing room, whether he's going to be accepted to be able to give that apology, because there's got to be a sincerity in the apology. It can't just be a statement on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, X, whatever it's called. It can't be that. It's got to be, you know, the sincerity of someone sitting there in front of you saying, look, I made an absolute error here, and you know, I'm sorry.
It's the last thing Maresca needed to going into the job. It's a massive job as well. Always chaos there. Let's get more on this. We're joined by Chelsea's correspondent for The Athletic, Simon Johnson. All right, Si?
Hey, guys.
Morning,
Greetings from San Francisco. Well, just outside. But,
Si, I'm used to seeing you at 12 o'clock at night looking an absolute state. You look all right this morning.
Well, it's because it's still last night, if it makes sense. I don't know what time it is, to be honest. I almost feel like we're on the sports bar, Jamie. It's about that time, local time here. But yeah, no, it's been a full day for me in terms of seeing Maresca's first training session for me, and then also attending the press conference, where of course it was the very first question he was asked by a journalist. I mean, it's as a Chelsea head coach. I mean, you touched on it there, guys. I feel sorry for the guy. He's only just turned up, and he's having to deal with this absolute minefield of a dressing room unrest. And look, he has sort of tried to downplay it and say, "Yeah, nothing to see here. It's a thing of the past." I'm not entirely convinced that's the case. No. And I did ask him, when is Fernandez coming out to join Chelsea's pre-season tour? And it's July the 29th. So we will then start to really hear whether Enzo Fernandez is back in the fold truly and accepted by everyone, or whether there's still more work to do. I think it's not going to be as simple as Chelsea would like it to be.
Yeah, Kev, just what in terms of this as a coaching point of view, you know, going into a pre-season, do you think when he gets there on the 29th, you nip it in the bud straight away?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we were sort of talking to before you come on side. We were just saying, and I was saying, you know, this is something which all the players have probably have had a discussion about already. And then as soon as the 29th comes, he walks in and he's got to front it up. You know, and it's got to be done probably with the management team in there, with the players, and it's like, okay, where do we get to here now? So I think it's going to be quite interesting for you, you know, being there on, you know, right in the middle of it, seeing like, you know, what's going to be now the answer to all this, and what are we going to see in the next coming days? How do you think he has dealt with it? Do you think he dealt with it really well yesterday? Because I haven't seen the press conference myself. How was he about it all? And you know, is he really looking forward to obviously the challenge ahead? But obviously he didn't need this.
Yeah, look, you could tell by his demeanour from the moment he walked in the room. He knew what was coming. He had a very tense look on his face. Look, Chelsea would have warned him beforehand that he was going to be asked about it pretty much from the get-go. But he was only in the room for 10 minutes, and we were encouraged to ask about other things. And of course, we want to. You know, we haven't had a chance. Like, it's very unusual for a Chelsea head coach not to have a grand unveiling at Stamford Bridge. And I very much suspect that this whole furore is a big reason why it didn't happen. Certainly last week, it was being talked about as being a press conference they wanted to have before the pre-season tour departed. But how could you put him in that position where your very first press conference is dominated by this event? So as the press conference developed, yes, he relaxed a bit more because he felt like he dealt with the subject. But this isn't the last time he's going to be asked about it. And certainly next week when Fernandez is out here in America, we'll be asking again. But I'm going to be genuinely fascinated because this is a true test of his man management skills from the get-go. Yeah. He's got to get this right, but he's also got to get the messaging right. Chelsea can't be seen to be sort of brushing this under the carpet. This is a very serious issue. We're talking about a very offensive chant. It's not just racism involved here. There's a bit of transphobia too. And Enzo Fernandez needs educating that what he took part in is unacceptable, and that message needs to be conveyed by Chelsea. And they've started that with the statement they released last week, but I think we also need a follow-up from that when Fernandez is out here.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.